Lenguito, the founder of Before AI, the company behind PreCrime and Preemptive Security. I think 2026 will be the year of preemptive security. This has been in the making for the next 3-4 years, the transition away from detection and response into a more active defense. I think it's very interesting to see some of the indication, if you want, that this change and evolution of the industry is happening. Very recently, the World Economic Forum released the first report from the Partnership Against the Cybercrime, talking about a framework on how all the organizations, both public and private and governments, should focus on not just responding to cybercrime, but really looking into disrupting cybercrime. Of course, if you want to disrupt cybercrime, you need to be informed about what that future attack will be. So it really resonates with me because it's the whole logic why we created Before AI at the start, right? So predicting the future, disrupting it, taking it down before the attack happens. But also, very interesting to see, recent events organized by Global Anti-Scam Alliance, Global Cybersecurity Association, European Cybersecurity Association, CISA, in which we hear how the old model of detection and response, reactive, is being overwhelmed by the ease of access to cybercrime that technology like AI has brought to bear, the volume of attack that is growing because all these script kiddies are getting access to this tooling, and the variety of the attack that is growing as well. So long story short, too fast, too much of it, human beings are overwhelmed, detection response too late, how you solve it. And it's really this move to do it left a boom before the attack happen. In our case, it's obviously all about predicting and then preempting through the disruption and takedown capabilities. Aside us professing this, this concept, we're seeing more and more companies getting into this market using, this terminology. And I think in general, a realization that you want to be an actor of your defense and not a victim of the cybercrime, actors. So, 2025 has been, aside above our expectation, new great customers have trusted us. We started tracking how many victims we are averting. Midway through the year, we were at about, I think, 20 million victims, organization and people averted from becoming victims of cybercrime on a daily basis. We're closing the year very close to 100 million. Maybe we will do 100 million. The next few days will tell us. We still have a week to go on my target. So 100 million people and organizations saved from cybercrime in a single day. I think it's something we definitely can be proud of. As we get into 2026, we obviously want to continue to grow, not just from a business perspective, but an impact perspective. So I think we can probably target the 500 million people and organization spared from cybercrime in a daily basis. So it's a big number. It's a big target for us. But I do think that with the new customers we will onboard and the new technology that we will bring to bear, it is the right target for us to go after. Talking of the roadmap and those technology that we want to bring to bear, the first and foremost is a lot of focus that we are putting on developing social media takedown and detection of executive impersonation on all the communication platforms. There is unfortunately a growth of those attacks where the CEO get impersonated in a conference call with journalists announcing fake financial data, causing then an impact on the value of the organization, or maybe a politician being impersonated to share fake news and create a certain narrative that is either against democracy or for particular intents. So definitely an area that has a lot of value, not just from a pure commercial protection, but also from a more of a principle kind of protection. So that will be followed by new technology to identify leakage of information within artificial intelligence model. I think that's one of the concerns that through the prediction tour, our journey through the US and Europe meeting CISOs, I've heard loud and clear, a lot of uncertainty about, how to track for those potential data leakages that where employees are using non-sanctioned AI tool like GPTs like OpenAI or Copilot or Gemini that have not been officially adopted by the company, either because they are unaware of the consequences or because they just want to profit of these other tools employees may release confidential information, how can we help the security team identify those and take them down? And that's definitely another area where we will expand. And then, of course, we will continue grow our PreCrime engine to make sure that we are always having the best coverage, the fastest identification, and the lowest false positive rate with the maximum automation. And when you wrap this all together, we will continue creating the space of the preemptive defense. And I think we this early signal that we have seen in the past years of cyber deterrence being the effect that we generate thanks to this intense preemptive defense will continue to grow, and we will continue to learn on how to develop cyber deterrence. That's ultimately, I think, the next phase where we want to be, where our customers are not even on the radar for criminals. They keep it away because they don't want to waste time attacking a company that is too well protected. And so, for me, that's ultimate objective is to make ourselves non-necessary, if you want, from that perspective, right? So, albeit ultimately you still need it because that deterrence has to be there over time, right? It's not a point in time achievement. So very exciting 2026, and looking forward to continue bringing PreCrime to the world.